So hi guys, we'll be practicing some more questions in this second part of the chapter circles. Let's begin. So guys, the question says the circle whose equation is given cuts x-axis at what points? So if I have to solve this question, I'll solve it by explaining you the concept first. A circle would look something like this. It will intersect the x-axis at 2 points. The circle cuts x-axis at how many? At the points you have to find find the coordinates of those points. So if it is going to cut the x-axis at 2 points, the coordinates will be alpha comma 0, or let's call it a comma 0 and b comma 0. The point to be noted is that y coordinate will always be 0. On the x-axis, what do we write? The equation of x-axis is y equals to 0. Since y is 0 at x-axis, this equation will be satisfied by y equals to 0. So on putting y equals to 0, I'll get x square minus 3x plus 2 equals to 0. Now this is my equation. I'll break it into factors. How to factorize quickly? Let's understand this. Write down 2 brackets and 2 x's. Now x into x, what will that give me? X square. X into x will give me x square. Take care. Now over here and here I'll put 2 constants. The product of 2 constants should be 2. So one constant will be 2, another constant will be 1. 2 into 1 is going to give me 2. Now over here I have to make minus 3x. By using 2 and 1, how can I make minus 3x? By putting minus 2 here and minus 1 over here. Now let's see what happened. X into x gives x square. Minus 2 into minus 1 gives plus 2. Minus 2x and minus 1x. On adding, we'll get minus 3x as is in this equation. So again, I'll explain this once more. Put 2 brackets. X square will be written as x and x. 2 will be broken down into 2 and 1. Now since it is minus of 3, what will I do? Minus 2 and minus 1 equals to 0. Now I'll say either x minus 2 is equal to 0 or x minus 1 is equal to 0. So this implies x is equal to 2 and this implies x is equal to 1. So this will be 1 comma 0 and this point will be 2 comma 0. These are the 2 points which were asked in the question. Okay, the question is in front of you. Let's try to understand what is the question saying. We have to find the value of c for which this line is a tangent to this circle. So let's try to understand what is the question saying. There is a circle. Okay, this is my circle whose equation is given. Equation is in the form of x square plus y square equals to 16. I can write it in the form x minus 0 square plus y minus 0 square equals to 4 ka whole square. So now center ki coordinates will be 0 comma 0. That means center lies at origin 0 comma 0. Radius is 4. So this is going to be 4 comma 0. Radius is 4. So this will also be minus 4 comma 0. This will be 0 comma 4 and this point will be 0 comma minus 4. Now I have made the circle. We know radius is of 4 units. Now let's draw a tangent. Let's say my tangent goes something like this. This is the tangent whose equation is given y equals to 2x plus c. Now the tangent is at a distance of radius from the center. Radius is what? 4. So this line which is 2x minus y plus c equals to 0. I am bringing y on RHS. This is the equation of line. This line from the center, that is 0 comma 0, is at a distance of 4. Now distance is given, point is given, line is given. We have to find c. Now the formula to find the distance of a point from a line is very simple. You say d is equal to mod. Now put this point in this line. 2 into 0 minus 0 plus c divided by under root of x ke coefficient ka square, that is 2 square, plus now we have to put y ke coefficient ka square, that is minus 1 ka square. And what is distance? Distance is 4. So it will be 4 equals to, this is 0, mod c divided by under root 2 square is 4, minus 1 ka square is 1. So I'll get 4 root 5 is equal to c. Now this is mod c. Okay guys, so now we have calculated the value which is 4 root 5, and depending upon the options you can tick mark the correct answer. I hope it was clear. Let's move on to the next question. That is question number 6. Question 6. Okay, so now in this question, let's read it. We have to find the radius of a circle whose equation is given. Now the question has given us the equation of a circle. We have to find the radius. So this is the diametric form. This is the diametric form of the circle. So let's see. X का एक coordinate 5 है. The other coordinate of x is 1. So these are the opposite points of my diameter. One coordinate is 5, another coordinate is 1. Now y's one coordinate is 7, other coordinate is 4. So it is going to be 7 and the other coordinate is going to be 4. Now I have to find the distance between these 2 points. Distance between these 2 points will be under root of 5 minus 1 square plus 4 minus 7 whole square. So it is going to be 5 minus 4, 1 is 4 square, 4 minus 7 is 3 square, that is 9, 4 square is 16. This will be root 25, which will on solving become 5. Now I have calculated the diameter is 5, so radius will be half of it, that is 5 by 2. So radius is coming as 5 by 2 units. This will be the answer to the question. So far so good. Let's move on to question number 7. The question says, I'll pause it and I'll write the question so as to save your time. Hey guys, hello guys, let's continue. So I've written down the question. Let's understand. The question is saying if the area of the circle whose equation is given is 9 pi square units, then the value of k has to be found. Let's visualize what is happening. There is a circle whose equation is given 4x square plus 4y square minus 8x plus 16y plus k equals to 0. This is the equation of circle. Now 9 pi square units is the area. We all know area is pi r square. Pi r square. Area is 9 pi. Putting it over here, area की जगह पे I'll put 9 pi. Pi से pi cancel हो जाएगा. R square is 9. Radius will be 3 units. Radius is coming as 3 units. Now I have the radius. This is my equation of circle. But in the previous video, if you remember, I showed you some observations. Equal coefficients of x square and y square, and I made the coefficients of x square and y square as 1. So over here also I'll do the same thing. I have to make this and this 1. So I'll divide this equation by 4. This will become x square plus y square minus 2x plus 4y plus k by 4 equals to 0. Now this is the equation of my circle. Now the question is saying radius is given as 3 units. We have discussed radius formula is root of g square plus f square minus c. Squaring both sides, r square is equal to g square plus f square minus c. Now bring c on LHS, take r square on RHS. What will I get? I will get c is equal to g square plus f square minus r square. Now substituting the values, let's find g and f. This is minus 2 multiplied with 1. So g square is going to be 1. This is going to be minus 2 multiplied with minus 2. So f is minus 2, whole square is going to be 4. Now minus r square, radius ka square is 9. 3 squared is 9. So this is going to be 5 minus 9, that is minus 4. Now constant should be minus 4. In the equation, constant is minus 4. What is constant? K by 4. Comparing the values, this k by 4 has to be minus 4. So I'll say k upon 4 is equal to minus 4. Taking this 4 over RHS, I'll get k is equal to minus 16. So this is going to be the answer to the question. Let's move on to the next question. That is question number 8. The equation. Okay, so now I've written down the question which says the equation of the circle. We have to find the equation of a circle which is passing through minus 1 comma 2 and it is concentric with this circle. So let's try to visualize what is happening in the question. There is the equation of circle we have to find which is passing through the point minus 1 comma 2. It is concentric. So that means I have two circles and these two circles are concentric. That means they share their center. Now minus 2 can be broken down into minus 2 and 1. Minus 4 is broken down into minus 2 and minus plus 2. So in order to find the coordinates of center, we take out minus 2, I am left with 1. We take out minus 2, I am left with plus 2. So this 1 and 2 are the coordinates of center. Let's write them down. 1 comma 2, these are the coordinates of center. Now the circle is passing through the point minus 1 comma 2. Circle is passing through the point minus 1 comma 2. Now we have to find the radius of the circle. The radius is going to be distance between these 2 points. I'll use distance formula. That will be minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 2 whole square. This is 0. Minus 2 ka whole square is going to be 4. Under root of 4 is equal to 2 units. So radius is coming as 2 units. I have the center, I have radius. Can I easily calculate the equation of my circle? Yes. I'll write x minus 1 square plus y minus 2 whole square is equal to radius ka square. So it will be 2 square. Now you can easily expand this and you'll get the equation of circle, which is going to be x square plus y square. From here I'll get minus 2x. From here I'll get minus 4y. From here I'll get 1. From here I'll get 4. 1 plus 4. And on RHS I'll have 4. 4 will cancel out 4. I'll be left with plus 1. So this is going to be the equation of circle. You can expand it and your answer will match with this. Okay guys, let's move on to question number 9. Question number 9 says, I'll pause and write the question to save your time. Hello guys, so I've written down the question. Let's try to understand what is the question asking. Question is saying, if this line is diameter of this circle, then you have to find the value of b. Okay, I'll draw the circle whose equation is given as x square plus y square minus 6x plus 2y equals to 0. Okay, there is going to be a center of this circle. How do we calculate the coordinates of center? We take out minus 2 and the other number will be 3. So minus 2 into 3 will give me minus 6. Same logic will be applied. I'll take out minus 2 into 1. So minus 2 multiplied with 1 will give me minus 2 multiplied with minus 1 will give me plus 2. So now the coordinates of center are coming as 3 and minus 1. So coordinates of center are 3 comma minus 1. And the line is x plus 2 by plus 7. This is the diameter, x plus 2 by plus 7, and we all know center lies on the diameter, so this point will satisfy this line. So I will put 3 in place of x, plus 2b, y is minus 1 plus 7 is equal to 0. So this is going to become 3 minus 2b plus 7 equals to 0. I'm out of space, so I'll do one thing. I'll take this over here. Now we can easily calculate. The thing is this is going to become 2b will go over here. 3 plus 7 is equal to 2b. 3 plus 7 is 10 equals to 2b. So I can say b is equal to 10 by 2. That is equal to 5. Okay guys, let's move forward to the next question, which is question number 10. Okay, so I've written down the question. Let's read it together. If a circle passes through the point 0, 0, A0, 0B, then its center is located at. Okay, first I'll help you visualize the question. Let's see, this is my circle and the circle is passing through origin, that is 0, 0. Then there is a point on x-axis, that is a, 0. Then there is a point on y-axis, that is 0, b. Okay, now let's just visualize. I'm joining these 2 points. If I join these 2 points, then focus at the highlighted region. This highlighted region is a triangle and the angle over here is 90 degrees. If a line is making an angle 90 degrees, add the circumference, then this line is the diameter, because only diameter will make 90 degrees. Add the circumference. If this line is the diameter, then its middle point of diameter will be center of the circle. So if I want to find the middle point, that is the midpoint, I'll use midpoint theorem. And by midpoint theorem I can say 0 plus a upon 2, b plus 0 upon 2. This is going to be the coordinate of center, that is a by 2 and b by 2. So my answer will be a by 2, b by 2. I hope it was clear. Let's move forward. I'll just do one more question, then we'll wrap it. Since you all know 11 is a lucky number, so we'll solve 11 questions. Okay, let's read the question. It says, the area of the circle whose center is at 1, 2 and which passes through the point 4, 6. So this is my circle. Center is at 1, 2 and it is passing through 4 comma 6. It is a very simple question. Calculate the radius. Radius will be 4 minus 1 whole square plus 6 minus 2 whole square. 4 minus 1 is 3, 6 minus 2 is 4. So 3 square is going to be 9, 4 square is going to be 16. This is going to become 25. Radius will come as 5. Area formula is pi r square. So it will be pi into 5 square, that is going to be 25 pi unit squared. So we have ended it with a very simple question. Thank you guys for giving your precious time and watching this. If you have been following this lecture series properly, then I can assure you, you will be able to score a good rank in your final paper. For today, bye.